Well, I saw that Wine Cone was back to making videos. Everybody's coming back to make YouTube the beautiful community that it always has been. And so I just wanted to ask, what's different in your life? What has changed? In my life, everything has stayed the exact same. Oh, this. This is called a sling, and it's for carrying groceries. And if you buy one at Walmart, for a limited time only, it comes with a human baby. This just so happens to be my son, and he was born about 2 months ago. There's really nothing that matches the emotional experience of your wife saying, "I'm pregnant," and you, the father, with tears running down your eyes, whisper back, "We're gonna have to mortgage the house." I mean, for women, it's awesome. It's a dream come true. We're having a baby, a child. One of us is going to grow up and wreck the car. Awesome! Meanwhile, the husband is like, there's something living, gurgling, regurgitating, digesting inside your own digestive system. And no, it's not worms. That's the word I'm looking for isn't magical, but it'll have to do. Yes. Having a baby, it's like buying a car, only without the insurance. If anything goes wrong, you don't drive your baby to the mechanic and be like, "Hey, can you keep this in the garage for 3 days and just keep an eye on it? It's making some weird noises during the night, which I can't put up with, so if you just give it back to me when it's fixed, thank you." With babies, every single time it screams at night, it's up to you, and you alone. And then when my wife was having the baby, the doctor was like, "Sir, would you like to come in and watch your baby be born?" I was like, yes, but can we get one thing straight? I heard something about the doctor giving spankings when there's a newborn. Would that include me? Throughout the entire time my son was being born, the nurses were like, "Sir, are you okay? Really, you need to tell us you're okay." Because it just so happens, it seems that quite often there are fathers who think, "I'm brave enough to watch my child being born," and then they pass out, and they hit their head on something sharp. And then the family, instead of celebrating the birth of their beautiful beet red baby, have to mourn the humongous scar that's left on the father's forehead. So when I think of men having badges of honor, one badge of honor is I watched my son being born and I didn't hurt myself in the process. Oh my goodness, the sensation when your son is born. You want to run outside and scream. Hey, could everybody please get their act together? Remember when you're going to have your parents over at your house for the very first time? Imagine them walking in the door and the dog is eating something dead on the sofa. The roof is leaking, the kitchen is on fire, and there's this terrible smell, and you're like, "Hey Mom and Dad, this is where I live. Welcome." Well, that's sort of how I feel introducing my son to the world. It's pretty messed up. There's wars, people killing each other, robberies going on, corruption everywhere. Thanks, world. I was hoping to put off the entire conversation about the doctrine of depravity, but I guess I'll have to talk to my son about it tonight. The go-to joke is, "So are you all sleeping at night? Does he cry a lot?" And the thing that amazed me is that it's not only the babies crying at night that keep you awake. Babies can also be really, really silent. So you're laying there at night and you're thinking, why isn't he making noise? All of a sudden these wacko ideas pop into your head. Did my 1-week-old son grab the blanket, tie it around its face, and tie a Boy Scout knot? Every 5 seconds, the idea will pop into your head. Go check on your son, go check on your son, go check on your... Come on, what are you doing laying around? You think nighttime is for sleeping? If anything happens, it's your fault. So you get up and you check on and he's sleeping just fine. And so you think, I'm silly, you go back to bed. 2 minutes later, he should have made a noise by now. Speaking as a dad, there is nothing more rewarding than late in the evening, sitting on the sofa, holding your son who's sleeping, your wife is sleeping on your shoulder, and your pet dog is sleeping at your feet. The sense of daddiness at that moment is so overwhelming. While it may not make you change a diaper, it will make you say a silent prayer. Thanks, Lord, for inventing dadhood. Thanks for watching.